Hi friends, and welcome back. Today I'm going to do a quick tutorial on how to plant potatoes in a 5-gallon bucket. Confession, I did do this tutorial before, but I did it on my husband's GoPro and I cannot figure out how to transfer those videos to my computer. So we're just going to do it all over again. But this is about the stage where I would need to add more soil to the base of the potato stems anyway, so we'll do that today as well. So all you really need for this is your 5-gallon bucket, some compost, some potting mix, and your seed potatoes. They've got some good eyes on them. I cut this about 4 weeks ago when I planted the others. So what you do first is you get your compost and your potting soil and cover the bottom of the pot, the first 4 inches, with this mixture. And then you just put your seed potatoes on top. Alright, so now that I've got my first 2 to 4 inches of soil, taking my seed potato, putting it straight on top. The eyes are going north, up. So here's just a quick close-up. Again, our potatoes. Sprouts up. And what you want to be careful about with planting potatoes in a 5-gallon bucket is that you don't overcrowd them. 2 should do it, because otherwise what you're going to end up with are small potatoes, or not many of them. So now I'm just covering our seed potatoes up with another 6 inches of compost and potting soil mix. So now we've got our 10 inches of soil in here and our seed potatoes, and then we just water it. It's really just that simple. And you do want to be mindful to make sure that you have drainage holes on the bottom. These ones I just drilled several holes, and you want to have fairly light soil in here so that it's not just sitting in water, because then they'll just rot, and you don't want that. And moving over to our sprouted potatoes, I have to say, for some reason I am shocked. This is my first year growing potatoes and I can't believe that it worked, but excited about it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cover the stems and leaves up to another 4 to 6 inches, but making sure to leave some of the top growth so that the plant can continue to grow. And I did let these plants get just a little over 6 inches before deciding to cover the stems. And I did have a shovel before I started and I lost it again. That seems to be the case with all of my tools. I find them and then I immediately lose them. Alright, they are topped off. And now I'll just water them in.
And just for reference of how fast these take off, these plants were planted 6 weeks ago and are ready for their last topping off here to the top of the rim. And they're starting to get little blooms on them. Here's one, and over there as well. And over here, these are the fingerling potatoes I planted 2 weeks ago, and they have taken off. They're already ready for their next 4 inches of soil up to their top leaves. And lastly, I planted this one this past weekend, and so they should be ready. I should start seeing some growth by the end of the week, I believe. That's it. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Get out there, plant some potatoes, and I'll see you next time.